Welcome back to Thief Gold. Last time, we cleared what is arguably one of the worst missions in the game. I did actually look up some opinions from the internet, and a lot of people concurred with me that it is, at best, a mediocre mission. That's not what we're playing today. We're moving on to the Sword, which, if not the best mission in the game, it's at the very least one of the more memorable ones in the series. Let's load up our game. Let's see. We missed out on 100 loot last time, but we're looking good on money. We should be able to get plenty of supplies for this one. So let's just dive right into it.
Build your roofs of dead wood. Build your walls of dead stone. Build your dreams of dead thoughts. Comes crying, laughing, singing back to life, takes what you steal, and pulls the skins from your dead bones, shrieking.
Clay tablet in an abandoned trickster temple.
I was contacted by a woman named Victoria. She claims to represent a client who was impressed by the way I took care of Ramirez, and now wants me to steal something for him.
The target is a magical sword, owned by a nobleman and collector named Constantine. Little is known about Constantine except that he is an eccentric new face in the city, and mostly keeps to himself. Victoria says the sword will probably be on display, but it will be well protected by guards and security systems. She also mentioned that the guards are tough and organized, and the mansion is confusing to navigate in. The house was constructed recently, so I've had to piece together my own map from observation and hearsay. Sounds like the place is a bit of a maze. I guess if you're rich enough, you can build any sort of madhouse to live in. This is going to be a challenging job, but it'll pay better than the last few I've taken. As usual, the front entrance is heavily guarded, but I've managed to find another way in. Of course, once I've picked up the sword, I'll still have to worry about getting back out.
And there we go. As usual, let's go through the different difficulty requirements. For normal, it's just find and obtain the sword. It's probably on an upper level of the mansion. Take the opportunity to steal other valuables and leave the mansion with the sword, like it said in the intro video. For hard, it's the same. The loot requirement is higher. It won't show it here. And on expert, naturally, we're not allowed to kill anyone. And while you're in the mansion, see if you can dig up any valuable information about Constantine. Those are the objectives. Let's get to shopping. Starting off with 3 rope arrows, broadheads, noisemakers, plenty of good stuff. Probably not gonna find any uses for the fire arrows. We have a lot of money to spend, so let's get all the flash bombs. That's maybe a little too many moss arrows. Alright, that looks good to me. Let's get to the mission. Starting outside the mansion. Before we head to the entry point, let's check out the front gate real quick.
Think anything will happen? Did that
Probably
shadow
not.
move?
But don't soft up, though.
Not me. Too much trouble this morning.
Okay, before moving on, just gonna sit here for a bit. So if you pay close attention, you'll notice the guard has a purse. That's our first bit of loot for the mission. And off we go. So the other way in Garen mentioned is all the way back here. And it's probably the reason the game gives you 3 rope arrows to start with. Constantine may want to contact the carpenter. That is more than a little bit off. Oh, how considerate of them leaving the door open. Locked door. Lockpicks won't work on it. We're gonna have to find a key. Oh, before we get started, let's have a look at the map. As Garrett mentioned, he had to piece together from hearsay, and it doesn't really tell us a lot. Inside? Garden? Maybe. Who knows? Oh, we'll just have to trust my navigation skills, which, as everybody knows, are not great. Mine, probably not using it for the mission. Flash bomb's nice though. Let's start by making it a little bit darker. And we have marble floors, because of course we do. There's gonna be plenty to explore. This looks like a coffin, but I think it's just a bench. It's an interesting place to put a safe, and inside, golden plate, and a healing potion. So no reason to buy one.
Someone's been having too much fun here.
What does that mean? Just wait for him to pass?
No.
Gotcha. And we got a key. Might come in handy. Well, I know for a fact nobody's gonna come into this room, so we may as well leave him there. Just in time. Let's get rid of this body. There's gonna be patrols all over the place. Nobody's gonna come down here, though. We have another locked door. Lockpicks won't work. The key won't work. In fact, you cannot open that door in this mission. Uh-oh.
Hey, what was that noise?
Never you mind. So we'll just stash all the bodies down here that we can and start looking around the first floor. Well, that's a weird place for a door. We could take that to the second floor, but I do want to search the first floor first. Deer legs. Well, that's odd. That's just odd. Some green. I believe that would take us to the garden, but we'll save that for later. I kind of have my own path for this mission. And I may get lost a few times, but that should be fine. Jumping over the marble floor just to avoid any loud noises. Oh, we were here before. This takes us to the front door, and it's a little bit iffy to try to sneak past. Let's see if we can find a better way through. The kitchen should work. Or maybe not. It's an awfully loud looking floor. I'm not sure if we have any more patrols here, but better safe than sorry. A nice little bar area. And where there's a bar, there's usually loot. We're already up to 500. Not too shabby. Another way down. And another way up. So we could take the stairs like a sane person.
Who's there?
But we still have some stuff to look for. Uh-oh. No. Well, there goes our first flash bomb. I was not expecting this guy to come up. Hit another door that we cannot open. Will come into play later in this, in the game. Okay, let's take some time to appreciate the arts. There's always time for that. Oh, we've seen this one before. We had a couple of those in the previous mission. She seems pretty down. Well, that sure is something. This one I'd like actually put on my personal wall. Alright, let's try to take this carefully. There's a guard patrolling this area. Another healing potion. And if you were paying attention, we're right back to the front entrance. I can hear the guard patrolling outside, so trying. Yep, coming this way. Let's
Someone behind me?
wait till he goes away.
Must have been rats.
Yeah, always. It's always just rats. Fire arrow, and there's another entrance to the second floor. There's a lot of ways you can go upstairs in this mission. I'm pretty sure we're done with the first floor now. So let's head on upstairs to the second floor. What's that? Huh? Oh. Magical security systems. Gotta love them. Alright. Well, we'll just do the same thing we did on the first floor. Go through it door by door. This one won't open with the key, so we have to pick it. Nice little rock mushroom shrubbery garden. It's pretty lavish, if you ask me. Some gems. Oh. But of course, more magical systems. Guarding things. Hello, Captain Donkey. Welcome in. And over here, I do like the wallpaper quite a bit. It's been a little bit low texture, but it looks pretty nice. Master, the one who trespassed at your greenhouse is chastised. He did not know the rules, but spies there no longer. And we have a key. Now, if you're playing Thief Gold, that key is just on the table. If you were playing Thief the Dark Project, it would be there, and as such, it was kind of a bane for many players because it's kind of hard to see. Definitely an improvement. Tapestry graphics. Can't break it, weirdly enough. The City Tribune. A woman from Shalebridge, who was acquitted of charges of robbery in a city court last week, has been kidnapped by members of the Order of the Hammer. The woman is apparently being held in squalid conditions in Crag's Cleft prison. Whereas the Hammerites did not cite any official reason for the incarceration, one of the Order was quoted saying, "She hath sinned in the builder's eyes, and thy slothful laws hath touched her none at all." Good old hammers. What's over here? Oh, hello. Sorry for intruding. I'll just leave you to your devices. Garrett was not kidding when he said you can build any sort of madhouse if you have enough money. Alright, got stairs to the 3rd floor, but again, we'll keep on exploring the 2nd one. Oh! Got me that time. Well, I'm glad Garrett has quite a reach. Already up to 800 loot. Tile looks off. I don't want to step on it. It's pretty apparent there's a lot of traps around. Okay, so east side has the... Oh! East side has the staircase to the 3rd floor. I'll try to keep that in mind. Right now, we'll just keep looking around. More traps, clearly. So I'm guessing once I open the chest... Sure enough. Nothing on top of the fireplace. But as we all know, in Thief, you also want to look inside the fireplace, and this is a pretty big one. And indeed, a little bit of loot. Up to 1,000, which reminds me, we're looking for 1,500 on Expert, so we're only 2/3 to our objective. Okay, we're done with the eastern side of the 2nd floor, I believe. More traps. And a good old barrel of poison. Can't have a lavish mansion without a room with just a single barrel of poison, as we all know. The carpentry is a little weird.
What's that? Who goes?
I'm guessing that's the guy guarding the front entrance. More healing potions. Don't mind that. And a deer leg. You know what? Let's just eat all those deer legs. We got a little bit of health. Oh, that's a trap tile. You can't fool me, game. And explosive barrels. Yep. What's the purpose of this room, do you think? I'm gonna be asking that a whole lot throughout this mission. Oh. I think that... Yeah, the guard actually heard us. I think he heard the explosion. I may have to use another flash bomb.
Don't think you can hide for long.
Did I just see him clipping through the door?
Come on now, come on. Hey,
Dang it! I almost had him there. Well, that should take care of the opposition on this floor. And if you were wondering where the door from the dining rooms would go, it's right here. These are some awfully small chairs. And if you're observant, there's yet another secret passage. There's a lot of them in this mission. I'm not sure if I'll find all of them, but I will try to show you the majority of this funhouse. Oh, this is disorienting. And we have a lot of these tiles. May want to avoid them. You know what? This is for the trouble you caused me. I do want to reclaim my rope arrow. And just close it off. He's gonna have an interesting morning for sure. Bees. Let's try not to take damage here. Oh, I do like that. I do like that little bit of detail that the gem actually drops down. And with that, we actually have all the loot we need for the mission. Took a hit. That's fine, though. And yeah, we're back to where the mission started. So that would be our way out. I'll try to remember it's on the western side of this map. And this is not openable, but if you step here, you guessed it, it's another trap. Now, the floors on the ceiling, everything's as it should be. You know, we do have those fire arrows. This is gonna make a lot of noise, but we'll get rid of those bees. Yeah, everything's totally normal here. master bedroom, I assume. Water arrow. And a book. Compendium of Natural Magic, Chapter 15, Tatiana's Flowers. These flowers grow primarily in the icy mountain caves of the Essay Range. By way of defense, they have evolved a method of warming and swirling the magical energy of the sentient plants and rocks discussed in the last chapter, lulling them to sleep. The flowers are named after Archmage Tatiana Jokovic, who pioneered their use in the temporary negation of magical spells and systems. Interesting. So our Mr. Constantine seems to dabble in magic. The arcane arts. Looking good on water arrows. I should probably start using them more liberally. There's our garden. Again, we'll check that out eventually. Now's not the time. That looks like a trap. Sure enough. Well, I do want to show this off. If you shoot a rope arrow here, you can check out what's up here. Unfortunately, it's nothing. Just a little alcove for the trap. Hello, Quantum. Welcome in. How are you, sir? Are we having PTSD issues from this mission? This is a perfectly normal mansion, as you can see. So I do have to wonder, how much did they pay the carpenter to do all this work? Can you hear that? I'm liking this little touch. There's this laughter going on in the background. Makes you feel like somebody's watching and laughing. It's a little bit unsettling. Let's see. I'm fairly sure. I'm a bit stuck. Can I? There we go. Okay. Yeah, Garrett was not lying when he spoke about a madhouse. And this one will take us to the garden. Again, I don't want to be there just yet. We have some other stuff to take care of first. I think you can get up there. It's just a little complicated. Also, this is surprisingly disorienting, even with a game this old. The fact that everything's just kind of backwards does make this a little bit hard to navigate. Does the rope bar work there? It does. Okay. Garrett? There we go. Okay. Yeah, perfectly normal mansion. Nothing out of the ordinary. Oh, that's a loud floor. We don't want to take this path, so let's head on back. Now, can I do it without taking damage? The rope arrow physics are a little finicky. I do want to reclaim that. Okay, we're on the 3rd floor, and this is where I usually get lost. There's just a lot of dead ends, and rooms designed by Escher, like this one here. What's the purpose? You gotta wonder. Oh, now I'm back here. Like I said, kind of easy to get lost. I'm looking for a specific area. Oh, good. Well, I do have those mines, so somebody's gonna have a blast opening that. And we're back here. So, it's gonna take me a little while to explore the third floor. Especially since there's a couple of rooms in particular that I really want to show off. I don't want to miss them. That's where we came from. I usually commit the missions to memory before I start streaming them, but this time I figured it might be more fun if I didn't do that. And just see how badly I can get lost in the mission. Yeah, this is just back here. And as some of you may know, my sense of direction is not the greatest. Is this the Escher room? I'm pretty sure this is the Escher room, yeah. I wonder if it was higher up. Or if there was a separate staircase upwards. And I'm just going around in circles, as is the case with my thief playthroughs. I think I'm getting this part confused with the other upside down room. Oh dear. Don't notice me. That reminds me, I haven't saved in a while. I don't think this is the ideal way in. Let's just check out that other upside down room, just in case. Just so many different exits here. Yeah, going around in circles like a... Which I believe was pretty much the intention of the dev. They wanted to make you feel lost in this mission. And it most certainly does the trick. Like here I am, having played this mission probably dozens of times, and just going around in circles. Now I'm back here again. Oh dear me. I know there's a path with a vine. Oh, yeah, definitely going around in cylinders at the moment. It's a little bit embarrassing, to truth be told. I suppose ideally you'd actually pay attention to the compass. I have it up all the time, but I'm just not looking at it because I'm a moron. Well, that is a vine, but this is not the path that I'm looking for. Maybe I should have practiced this a little bit before. And perhaps it's time to start using the moss arrows a little bit.
Hey, what was that?
Oh, yep. I know this area. It's not exactly where I want to be. Where on earth was that other entrance point? I know for a fact there is one. And this is just leading me back here. And this is the way back to the trap, is it not? Most certainly is. See, I know there's another way, but I'm just not finding it now. Oop. Yeesh, that's bad. Well, at least we can use a rope arrow to get back up there. Physics acting up a little bit. Let's see. I mean, I said out loud that there's a path up, and now I can't find it anymore. Okay, here it is. Now, here it is. Okay, so I just took the wrong entrance over here. Now we found the actual place, and what a place it is. This is the room I really wanted to show. This, for one, what a nice little fun house. And this, yeah, this doesn't seem physically possible. A little bit unsettling. Of course, we have some loot. If you were to jump down, well, that's a death. So I'm not going to show that off here. Maybe once we do the normal runs, I'll actually get to that. Yeah, okay, we actually found the place. We probably could have walked around this area and found it anyway.
What was that?
Oh.
I think I saw something over here.
You saw nothing.
I thought he'd a good mood.
Yeah, I told you. Good moods. That's the worst.
Oh? I so did not mean to shoot that guy with a water arrow.
Come out here, I dare you!
And now we have the Three Stooges all looking for me. Great. Will you... Okay. What, is he not alerting the other ones? Okay, well that suits me just fine. Oh, someone just splashed my head with a bit of water. I guess it was just rats. Their patterns are somewhat unpredictable. Especially now that one of the guards changed their pattern. Let's see if we can make this work. That's one. Let's just put down another moss arrow just to be on the safe side.
Hello? Anyone there?
Yeah, just rats. It's always rats. Are you turning around? Oh. What?
Where are you, you topper?
Well, that's not ideal. But if all goes well, we shouldn't be spending too much time on the floor. Now, all the way up here is this thing. And if we were to shoot that...
Watch out! There was something going on.
it would actually drop the sword, since it's being held up by some sort of magic. However, it's way, way easier.
Time to take my new sword and get out of this crazy place.
To just grab it right there. So no reason to do that. I didn't actually know you could drop it until fairly recently. So yeah, that's what I always just did. Just grab it from the air. I think that'll do it for floor 3. So we can start heading back down. Still got plenty of exploration to do. Our objectives are done outside the information on Constantine, which we'll get to it in just a little bit. Could take the path down here. I think I still missed one room that I wanted to show off. Kind of went by it, but then I backed up, so we didn't get to see it. And it is one that I'd very much like to show. It's one of the more memorable ones in the mission. Oh dear, that's loud. I might be unable to find it. There's a room with... Oh, here it is. Great. Just came across it by accident. Don't have a mushroom to make it smaller. There's only one room, one door that actually is accessible. And it leads us all the way back here, back to the marble floor area. So no reason to be here. Just wanted to show this room because it's kind of interesting. As for next... There was a path down that should take me to the garden, but of course I'm going around in circles again. We could just go there through normal means from the first floor, but again, I have a certain path that I like to follow. Obviously, I'm not doing a very good job of it at the moment. Well, that culling effect is not doing great at the moment. Nope, not this one. I was just there a moment ago. Why can't I find it now? I mean, obviously because the place is a bit of a maze, but... Okay, I think, yeah, here it is. So if we were to sneak past here, which is a little finicky with the physics engine, we're inside a big tree. This is where I want it to be. You can make this jump. It's a little bit finicky though. And I wonder... I think I'm gonna have to leave that rope arrow behind. It's just a tad too far up. Oh, and there's actually nothing here. Is this a trap? No, probably not. There's still a moss arrow, so... I just enough rope arrows for this. Should be able to just kind of fall down here. We're not taking too much damage, but it seems a little stupid to me. Yep, giant tree inside the mansion. Why not? If you have the money, just do it. I did have healing potions. I guess it's time to chug one down. And this, yes, I found it. This is probably one of the hardest bits of loot to find in the mission. It's just inside the plant. And here's an interesting mushroom. If you click use, it goes dark. It does absolutely nothing as far as I know. Okay, so this is the area. We were looking down.
Is that you?
from up there, so we could have just jumped down. It's one way to do it. And we're inside the garden. We're almost done with the mission here. So even with just going around aimlessly, we're still doing okay on time. The garden has quite a few nooks and crannies, so I'll try not to get lost too much over here. Oh, hello. We'll just wait for him to pass. We'll come back here in a little bit. That's the last area that I actually want to explore.
Hey!
Hey, hey. Just take some time to appreciate the architecture to the place. And again, you may remember, we were when we were on the upper floor, we were looking down at this in this area. And you may remember this door too. I have no reason to be up there though. So, our last objective is to find information on Constantine. But we may as well take a little stroll through the garden. It's a rather nice area, especially this these flowers. Look at those flowers. Beautiful. Someone's trimmed them really well. That's where we started. And this, I believe, just leads us back to where the tree was. Yes. So time to get lost in the garden. Nothing that way. I think we could actually utilize the waterway here to get around. But since there's no guards harassing me at the moment, I may as well just leisurely stroll around. Still got a guard somewhere, I think. Now, I did actually check out those alcoves some time ago. There's nothing inside them, so no reason whatsoever to use rope arrows to get there.
Noise stopped. Guess it was nothing.
Just rats.
Thought I saw something.
He almost did. Now surely you were the last guy patrolling around. There's a couple of pretty well hidden pieces of loot here too. Let's see if we can grab all of it. Yep. So, you devious game devs. And that doesn't seem physically possible. Hold on, let me actually save my game. I don't want to use my last rope arrow. Yeah, perfectly normal. Now, oddly enough, even if we have a giant fireplace, nothing of interest over there. But if we take it to the rafters, I'm pretty sure, yep, got a variety of different arrows. Nothing of consequence, but may as well show that off too. Think that'll do it for this little sub area. Oh, that's wrong. I better not interrupt him. What is this, a storage room, I suppose? No loot here as far as I know. But we have a mysterious door that you can't pick. Remember that key, that single key we found? It's the only one that gets us through here. Just checking the environments. Raquel's Tome of Magic Introduction. It is the erudite practitioner of magic who, in these days of pseudo-wizards carelessly wielding enchanted materials, retains the secrets of commanding the powerful sorcery found in the world of nature. For it was from listening to the hidden whispers of ancient oaks, of creeping vines, of desert sandstone pillars, that civilized people first learned the abstruse ways of magic. Again, more magic stuff. Our guy's definitely dabbling in some arcane arts. And there's our objective. Mr. Constantine, I do hope that our final renovations have met with your approval, and I would again like to thank you for your business. As one of the few lay architecture houses in the city, we found that we have quite a bit of proving ourselves to do, and the patronage of someone such as yourself is always appreciated. If there's anything else that you would like built or modified, please let us know. Please also rest assured that we have no objections to taking further payment in this form, though we are, of course, deeply curious as to where you obtain such a quantity of raw gold. Lionel Carthman. Now we do need to bring this papyrus with us. If we were to drop it, we lose the objective, so we're grabbing that with us. I don't know why the information isn't enough, but that's the way it is. And with that, we are done with the mission. Except we're not. We still have one little area. The one I was at before and said we'd come back to it. Let's hope I can find it. I should start paying way more attention to my environment. Yep, not here. Just sit tight, we'll get there eventually. Oh, in fact, I do believe that we just follow the waterways. Gonna grab some water arrows on the way. one of these branches should take us to where we're going. It's a completely optional area, but it is interesting, so of course we have to show that off. Yep, here it is. So first, let's go all the way back here. Music change. Interesting little sub area. And a door, yet another door in the mission that we cannot open with any of our keys. It won't come into play until quite a few missions later. And if we were playing Thief the Dark Project, that would do it for the mission. However, for Thief Gold, if you pay close attention, there's a switch here. And I actually have to be sort of good with my movement here. It's quite easy to drown in this area. Whew, just barely. Okay. This area is Thief Gold exclusive, and it's something, all right. Hold on, there's a guard. I'm just gonna wait him to pass. I could use a flash bomb, make it easy for myself, but I've already been spotted quite a few times. Sir, was that you in the water tunnel? Oh dear, I still got caught. What? Is your head made out of wood? I think I hit the tree by accident. That's not how water works. But I guess we're way past of anything making sense in this mission. Breath potion. Would have been useful a little while ago. Huh. So where in the mansion do you reckon we are right now? Who built this? Can't actually interact with the houses. But wait, there's more. Looks interesting. Wonder what that is. Giant cleaver. Giant knife. Somebody dropped their giant ring in the sink. And, yeah. Don't question it. Makes perfect sense. Don't believe there's any loot up here. Just giant dishes. Hello, Hextree. Welcome in. We're just exploring the giant area in Constantine's funhouse. There's a guard on the table. We'll get to him eventually. I could have used water arrows so much more liberally than I did. Can I jump that? No, I don't think so. Yes, it's a gold exclusive. It's not in the Dark Project. Okay, so with that, hold on, let me see. If I fire a rope arrow here, I should be able to get all the way up on the shelf. Humongous pincushion, lots of thread, and a giant matchbox, which of course, fittingly enough, has some fire arrows in it, which we're not going to use, seeing how we're not really killing anything. Or rather, that there are no non-human guards or enemies in the mission. Wee. I think he's coming this way, so let's just give him a wide berth. How many rope arrows do I have? 4. Okay, that should be enough, but you know what? Just to be sure. Let's grab this one too. Certainly nothing. Of course we have to see what's on the table and knock out the guard, because that's how we do it. I wonder what this guard did to be posted here. Lovely, lovely cheese moss. And of course, if you go inside the couch, got a giant die, what I believe is a giant Dorito, and I don't know where. I guess it's one of the video game mysteries where protagonists stash their things, but I really don't know how Garrett is carrying these giant coins around. Don't question it. Okay, landing from this height is actually kind of difficult, so I'll try to cushion my fall with a moss arrow. It's another mechanic that I actually wasn't aware of until very recently. But, yeah, I would have taken a whole lot more damage if I didn't do that. So let's pop a healing potion. Okay, out of interest, can I douse that? Thought as much. Also, if you're interested in learning bunny hopping, this is pretty much the ideal place to do it. I'm not going to use it a whole lot in the playthrough because it's a little bit immersion breaking, but
Don't.
it's a good place to practice it. Oh, I actually grabbed it. It's super hard to grab onto ropes if they're next to a wall, but somehow we managed. A giant letter. What does it say? Men often say heavy's the hand that wears the crown. For once they speak the truth. I've told the poor lads over and over, come not into my private retreat. Do they listen? Do they hear? If they fall victim to my sanctum, so be it. So, Constantine is a giant, apparently. The inkwell does have some more water arrows. We have very little need for it, but, you know, we may as well pick it up. This is going to be difficult. Okay, not too bad. And if you were to drop down here, I think it would be a death, so... Still good on rope arrows, I believe. I guess I could take that for exchange a little bit of health for it. Like rats is the terrifying prospect in this scenario. Spot on. Speaking of rats, we do have our mouse trap, rat trap, whatever, and a speed potion. I'm actually sort of surprised that they didn't make this active, so you could kill yourself to it, but maybe it's for the best. And that guy definitely fell to the sanctum. Okay, plenty of more rope. The problem, of course, with clearing this area last is that we have very little need for the supplies we find. Oh, took a little bit of damage, that's fine. I hear spiders. Yep, sure enough. Good place to practice my aim. Ah, screw it. It's not like I have any other use for the fire arrows. I was stuck on the spider for a bit. So I suppose this area is better explored before you do the rest of the mission, but I do like to save it for last because it is just an addition for the gold version, and it's a little bit weird. I do like it. I do like how out there it is, but it is maybe perhaps just a little bit over the top even for Thief. And of course we are exiting through a mouse hole. You'd think Garrett had something to say about this place. He's awfully blasé about it. But I suppose they just didn't have time for it since they added it at the last minute. Although I don't think that actually is a good excuse, seeing how they had plenty of time to do the cutscenes for other areas. Okay, so we did find... Oh, wait, can I not? I thought I could get up from here. Am I mistaken? No, there it is. I just misfired, that's all. So there was that exit on the second floor. I suppose we'll just try to take that. That is, if I can find my way down this time. Now, was it on the east side? Or the west? Well, it's not a long trek. No, not here. Just looked similar. There it is. Okay. Time to get out of this mad place. Whee! Okay. That'll do it for the sword. Definitely one of the most memorable missions in the entire series. One of my favorite maps in the game. We got a little bit lost, I suppose, but still making good time on this. Let's have a look at our stats. 1 hour and 10 minutes. It's not bad. We missed on 50 loot, which again, not too shabby. 17 knockouts, 1 while airborne. When did that happen? Killed the 2 spiders, and I suppose that's it. Hello, Nightmare Thief. Welcome in. Nice to meet you as well. We're just about to quit the mission. Did they adjust the loot requirement to account for the added area? I'm not sure. It's been a while since I played the Dark Project, so I don't remember exactly. But almost all the loot, I'm happy with that. I suppose we'll just save our game. Oh, not that one. Sword done. And next time, we'll be handing in that sword. And we'll see what's what next time in Thief Gold. I'll see you then.